Excuse me. It's Miss Lawson, isn't it?
Yes.
I noticed your picture in the paper this morning. I'm Helen Carpenter, Charles' wife.
Oh.
Just a minute. Miriam has told me all about you. How you betrayed her trust, how you tried to dispose of her, how you ingratiated yourself into Charles's life.
Look, I came here to see Charles, so if you'll excuse me...
Just a moment.
Look, Charles has asked for me.
Charles has asked for no one. Miriam has advised me that you lie without a qualm.
Look, why don't you get whatever it is off your chest and let me go, please?
All right, I will. I'm very well aware of your intentions towards my husband. Or to be more accurate, towards his money. And he will be made aware of them just as soon as he is well enough to hear the truth. Now, in the meantime, I suggest that you wait somewhere else where you are welcome. If there is any such place.
Playing hooky this morning, Gene?
No. Job's just about fizzled out. Not really much point in going in. Hey, Mom, did you see this morning's paper?
No, what's in it?
Take a look at this picture. Is that who I think it is, or am I going crazy?
That's Nancy Lawson.
Good, then I'm not going crazy.
And she's standing up.
Sure is.
Oh,
Article doesn't say one word about it either. So much for investigative journalism.
well, if that don't beat all. Gene, that's what you should be doing, that kind of thing. That's right down your alley.
Well, I think you'll be happy to know that I've decided to check with Leon again about his friend down there at the Chronicle.
Oh, hallelujah, when?
Well, Mom, sometime this afternoon.
Oh, I'm so pleased, Gene. They'll be lucky to have you on their staff.
Mom, now please, don't go whooping it up and everything, not until I'm hired at least.
Well, when will it be? When will it be?
Never mind, I give up.
Oh, Lord, I just did not want to see you leave Kingsley. Oh, Gene, you just watch. Now, Carla and Jimmy will be coming back here soon, and we'll all be a family again.
Hey, Mom, now you're confusing the issue again. I'm just looking for a job, that's all.
Okay, okay. But what turned you around with that newspaper job?
This story, this whole Hollister Mall affair. In fulfillment to his dream, Charles Carpenter, local entrepreneur, smiles for the press and then gives a few obligatory remarks at the opening of Hollister Mall and then crumbles at the sight of his estranged wife.
And don't you forget to put in about that woman he's living with in adultery.
Oh, Mom, adultery according to your Christian perspective. But honestly, today they simply call it an alternative lifestyle. But no. The press would call her his girlfriend or fiancée. Yeah, that's it. In an amazing show of legs, his fiancée bolts from her wheelchair.
It's bad enough to deceive people with all those nice-sounding words of sin. But Lord, forgive me if I'm slandering the way that girl tried to deceive Charles with that trumped-up wheelchair act. She'd kill for his money.
Look, if you were smart, I think you'd just skip this little game of yours because Charles is not going to change his opinion about me.
We'll see about that. The divorce is by no means final.
Yeah, but it will be any day.
I shall contest it.
You'll contest it? Charles doesn't love you. I mean, look at you. You didn't have what it took to keep him then. You certainly don't have it now.
What matters now is the law is on my side.
Well, Charles doesn't care about you or the law. All he cares about is someone who loves him and who makes him happy. And I'm the only one who can do that. I'm young and I'm beautiful, and you'll never be that. Look, at the best thing that ever happened to Charles was the day you left him. So why don't you just get whatever dignity you have left and pack up your things and go back from where you came, and just let Charles live the way he wants to live.
Well, the only way that Charles can live the way he wants to live is to have access to my family's wealth. Now, he will never get that. And I imagine that will make your interest in him evaporate like steam. Oh, don't look so surprised. I know you better than you think I do. Oh, your veneer is so thin. But for all your cunning and manipulation, I will not get you 1 cent of the carpenter's wealth. I shall see to that personally.
Jean, I'm glad to see that you got an interest in reporting again, and it's important that you do the things that you're suited to do in life. But I see that the misery that you're living with day in and day out, and it's not caused by any job or any lack of job. It's because of a breach of covenant.
Covenant? Mama, what in the world are you talking about?
Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife.
Oh, Mom, come on now. Look, again, your Christian perspective does not always fit the situation.
Christian or no Christian, marriage is still a covenant, and you made a promise to love, honor, and cherish.
Well, it works both ways, remember, Mom?
Well, in your case, it's not working but one way. Now, Jean, you're not accountable for Carla's side, just yours. Now, all you need to tend to is the promise that you made. And you know, out of that promise, you've got a little boy who's counting on you to be a man of your word. Now, there's no way in the world he can become a man himself unless you're around to show him.
Well, I tried to call him
You did?
yesterday, except there was no answer. Mom, Jimmy's probably got a lot of stuff to do anyhow. I mean, Carla taking him swimming and taking him sightseeing and everything. I did try.
But you could be with them.
What is this? What's it gonna be? I mean, gosh, is it gonna be a job, a vacation, love, or unemployment?
That's
What?
not a choice you have to make. If the paper does decide to hire you, it probably won't be right now. Maybe in another couple of weeks.
All right, look, okay, Mom. Look, I'm gonna try one more time. And then I don't want to talk about this anymore, because I'm tired of it. I really am, Mom.
You don't scare me. You'll never have Charles again.
My dear girl, you have missed the point. You can have Charles. You certainly have worked hard enough to get him. But it's the money that I'm talking about. You'll never see 1 cent of that. That I promise you.
Mother?
Oh, Miriam, dear. How is he?
Can he talk?
Mother, he just looked so tired. But he did open his eyes just a little and smiled just a little bit, so I think he knows me. But it's hard to see him so helpless like that.
I don't think Charles has ever been hospitalized before.
Well, that's what's so bad, of just seeing him lying there like that.
Oh, I know.
Well, what did the doctor say? Is he gonna die?
Nancy, you can go now. There is no need for you here.
I have to see Charles.
No!
Oh, I don't need your permission. I'll just ask Dr. Greeley.
Fine, there is Dr. Greeley. Ask him.
Oh, Dr. Greeley, listen, is it all right for me to go in and see Charles now?
Mrs. Lawson, I thought I made it quite clear to you. No one is allowed to see Mr. Carpenter but the immediate family.
Listen here. I am more family to Charles than Miriam and that one put together.
No, not to my knowledge, you're not. And until he's much, much better, I'm restricting his visitors.
Oh, you can go now, Mrs. Lawson.
No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm his fiancée, and I didn't put him in here and give him a heart attack. She did.
Hey, Leon, got Tammy off today?
Yeah, she heard you'd be here, so she called in sick.
I know you're lying. I know you're lying.
Hey, someday she just might do that, man. You treat that girl like she's something on the menu.
Come on, she loves it. Anyway, speaking of menus, Salisbury steak, spelled wrong.
Well, you can read it, can't you?
So where is she? You know, I thought she was off on Mondays.
Well, I'm not giving out her schedule. I mean, you want to know, I always ask her yourself.
Oh, come on. You know she wouldn't tell me a straight answer, so...
Yeah, she probably wouldn't. So doesn't that tell you something? Listen, my friend. Women are special. And if you had any sense, you'd treat them special.
Oh, it's the old pedestal theory? Is that what it is? Leon, I don't know where you've been, but that went out a long, long time ago.
Look, I've been right here observing for myself.
Oh.
And I tell you something, all those theories come and go, but it doesn't change the facts.
Well, what are the facts?
Women are special.
Oh, yeah? Well, how's that?
Well, they're different and, well, they're,
Oh, yeah?
you know, well,
I can't hear you, Leon.
they're better than men.
Oh, come on. Hey, don't let them hear you say that, okay? They're gonna think you're a big chauvinist pig. I'm serious. You know, they don't like that double standard either, buddy.
Look, speak for yourself, kid.
I'm telling you, Leon, they hate being put on that high pedestal. You know where they like to be? Is where we would like to have them. In the sack. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I am.
And you calling me a chauvinist?
Yeah. Oh, pure little frail little things. Oh, come on.
Look, man, what you talking about sounds more like Salisbury steak than a human being, man. Hold it. Gene, what is a chauvinist?
What are you talking about?
A chauvinist, regard to with women.
Well, you can ask somebody else. I've had it up to my ears with women.
Hi.
Hi, Marianne. I got a question for you.
Whoa, wait a minute. She doesn't even know what a man is. I mean, how's she gonna know what a chauvinist is?
I think I'll stick to business.
Good.
Are you about ready?
Yeah, I've been ready. We're gonna grab one of your booths for the office.
Yeah, I'll be over there in a minute. Well, Gene, we got Salisbury steak or fish sticks?
I'll pass on both, buddy, but I will have a cup of coffee.
Okay.
You know, Leon, I've been doing some more thinking.
Yeah?
I'm interested in seeing your friend down there at the Chronicle.
Well, it's about time.
You know, I could hardly put this morning's paper down. They had a real big spread in there on the Hollister Mall opening. They raised more questions than they did answers.
Hot dog, and you want to ask some of those questions, don't you?
I think so, man.
Well, look, hold on a minute. I'm going to take Gil's order, and I'll be right back to give you the guy's name and phone number. His name is Victor Cody.
Okay.
So you like it here, huh?
Yeah, I do. I really like it.
I'm glad.
I do. I really do.
I was hoping you would. Because I sure would like you to spend the night with me tonight.
Peter. Hey, Peter.
Oh, hi. Man, I'd like to be wherever you were just now. No, you wouldn't.
What's wrong?
Gary, you know where I was the night that Lori was almost raped?
No.
When I was supposed to be picking her up?
No, where?
Vicki Lang's apartment.
Oh, right. And you're just now getting around to telling me about it?
Gary, it's not all right.
Dr. Powell to the clinic. Nancy, would you please go home?
No.
Mary, don't let her get under your skin. She wants to sit there until doomsday. Let her.
Mother, I'm sorry, but she is up to something. She's not just sitting there reading that magazine. Her mind is working a mile a minute.
Well, I'm not surprised that she's desperate. Her whole future depends on Charles' recovery.
She is like a vulture.
No, dear. Vultures dispose of what other people kill. She's more like a parasite, drawing the blood out of something while it's still alive.
Ione. Hi.
Sweetheart, how's your papa?
Oh, I guess he's doing a little better, but I can't see him again for another hour.
Well, why don't you and your mother come on down to the cafeteria with me and let me buy you a cup of coffee? This is no place to wait.
I think that's a wonderful idea. How very kind of you.
You know, Ione used to come and see me in the hospital when I was coming off the pills, and she didn't even know me then.
You know, the more I hear about you, the more I realize what a very special person you are, Mrs. Redland.
Oh, for goodness sake, I own. Come on.
Why don't you two just go on down to the cafeteria, and I'll be there in a few minutes.
All right.
Oh, go ahead and ignore me if you want to, Nancy. But your days of glory are over. I am warning you. I mean it. I want you to stay away from my father, because all of your horrible plans have failed, thank God.
Thank God my plans are still my plans. And you or your mother aren't going to change that. So your father's had a heart attack? Well, a lot of people have a heart attack. But you know, some people can't cope with that. Especially people like you who find it hard to cope anyway.
I can now.
Oh, you can you? I mean, look at you. You're just a bundle of nerves. It wouldn't take very much longer for you to get back to the pill bottle, would it?
I'm not going to fall for that, Nancy. I will not.
Oh, you won't, huh? What if your father dies? He could very easily die, Miriam. Then what would you do? I mean, you've always been so dependent on him. He's always been there to smooth away all the things that go wrong and there for you to mooch off of him. But you know, he could die any minute now, and then watch out, Miriam.
Nancy, I am more aware of that possibility, I think, than you are. But I'm telling you this up front. I think this time, if there's anyone who is not able to cope, it's going to be you.
Let me use that pen. I'll write this guy's name down here.
That's Victor Cody, right? You can put his number right down there, too, beside the name.
Okay. You know, I could call him from here myself. It might speed
No,
things
no
up.
problem, man. I'll do it this afternoon.
All right.
This should really be a good start, Leon.
Yeah. Victor's a good guy. You'll like him. And he can put you in contact with the managing editor.
Is that McGovern?
Yeah, Walter McGovern. Sometimes he and Vic are jogging partners on their lunch hour.
Oh.
Yeah, you want some more coffee?
Yeah, just have a couple. It'll be fine.
You, heard from Carl and Jimmy?
Yep. I heard from Jimmy yesterday. You know, he said that they're going to extend Carla's singing engagement for another 2 weeks.
You know, Gene, the way this thing's going, and you keep that do-nothing attitude, it could go on forever.
Well, I tell you, this job will help, I tell you.
I sure won't hurt anything, but it's not going to patch things up with Carla.
Oh, come on, Leon, what do you know about it? What does anyone know about it? I'm tired of this.
Okay, Gene, okay, all right. And you asked, so I'm going to tell you. Now, you remember when you were dating Sam?
Yeah.
Now, I ought to know because she's my sister. But there was nothing wrong with you but pride. And stubbornness, too. And I'm kind of glad it didn't work out, seeing as how Carla came back. But that's the only thing that kept Sam at bay. And I'm going to tell you something. It's the same thing that's ruining your marriage. Man, you better decide whether you want to spend the rest of your life with Carla or not, and take some action on it.
Wait till you see the cooling and heating system. And the windows, they actually rotate with the change in seasons. Everything is controlled by computer. The prototype's in Chicago. It's a professional building, too. You know what? I have a picture of it. Somewhere. Gil, are you going to sit there and play at the salt all day or listen to what I'm saying?
Well, I'm listening to you. Yeah. No. Windows change with season. Prototypes in Chicago.
Well, you could at least act a little more excited. You know, you are head of Prescott Development now, but you act as though you could care less.
What do you want me to do? Foam at the mouth? Shh. Look, Marianne, you know, we're gonna build it. We're gonna do it right. Isn't that what counts?
Yes,
okay.
Gil, I'm sorry. Something bothering you?
No. I'm just getting sick and tired of people questioning my competence.
I wasn't questioning your competence.
I know. Dad sure is.
Dad's not even here.
Yeah, well, thanks to Ma Bell, he's but a phone call away.
What, did he call you?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me?
It was just a business talk, okay? Very short and sweet. He just asked a bunch of questions, okay? I had to go through all the files to find answers for. Finally, I just got sick and tired of it and told him, you know, if he doesn't trust me running the business, get somebody else. I don't care.
Gil? Well, how did he react to that?
I don't know. I hung up.
You what?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe it. Well, you know, I hope you called me back at least.
No, not yet. Well, I just want him to cool off. I want him to think about, you know, my point of views, too. I do.
Gil, That kind of immature thinking is going to get you into a lot of trouble.
Oh, come on.
It already has, personally. Please, since you are in charge now, don't risk it with the company.
Man, all I ever hear you talk about anymore is Vicky Lang. And finally, finally she actually wants you to sleep with her. And you said no?
Man, something was wrong. The whole thing was wrong.
No, it wasn't. Not if she wanted you to.
I wasn't even supposed to be there, much less her bedroom. I was supposed to be there to pick up Lori.
Well, you didn't, and that's it. Look, Peter, I wouldn't have passed up a chance like that either. If you're gonna feel guilty about anything, I feel guilty about missing the opportunity of a lifetime.
Gary, it wasn't the opportunity of a lifetime. It wasn't even fun. You know what it was? One incredibly rotten mistake.
Hey, you aren't the only one who could have picked up your system. They could have gotten anybody. All it takes is a car. Is yours the only car in the world?
Man, they were counting on me.
If I were you, I'd just forget about the whole thing. You can't do anything now anyway.